Hello Mouses! Today I'm trying coffee instead of tea for my mid-afternoon pick-me-up, and I have to say, I want to like fair trade, I really do, but the stuff that I keep getting examples of fair trade products, they're rarely as good as the other stuff. I don't know what the problem is, but the fair trade coffee I'm trying, it just seems machined. It has a very metallic taste to it. It's just not the same. I don't know what it is, but I'll keep experimenting, finding something I do like. But for the moment, I think, well, at least it keeps me awake. The first thing I want to talk about today is this furore around Instagram. I'm sure you've all heard Instagram changed its terms of service and made it look like they were grabbing the right to sell your stuff without your permission and without recompensing you. They're now saying that they don't have that it was all just a misunderstanding because of bad wording, but at the same time, their new terms of service clearly gave them the right to take your pictures and sell them to advertisers and not compensate you. Now, I have no problem with a company changing its terms of service. That's perfectly fine. As businesses change and grow, things need to be renegotiated. That's perfectly fine. Just as they're not saying that they were going to keep the rights to everything, even if you left. That's not what they were doing. So you had the option to leave if you didn't like it, and lots of people were, which has caused Instagram to backpedal. What it looks like, though, is Instagram were either really, really silly in how they wrote their terms of service. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they genuinely didn't want the right to sell your photos and keep all of the money for themselves. Maybe that was accidental wording. But it's there. That's what they were claiming in their new contract. Perfectly alright for them to do that. Perfectly alright for you to say no. But then again, maybe this was part of their plan. Maybe what they were wanting to do is, yeah, we weren't going to do that now. We were going to bring in the fact that we were going to be able to use your information to sell adverts around all of your pictures on our websites. Perhaps we were going to do that first to get you used to the idea of advertising revenue there. And then later on, we were going to start selling your pictures. That may have been their plan. I'm not saying it was. I'm going to take them at their word for the moment, say that this was a badly worded contract. But it did give them the power to do that, and that's the important thing. They could have brought that in later if no one had noticed. Because, oh, look, we don't need to change our terms of service. We've already got those rights, all of those pictures. We can just sell them. Now, you've got to remember that I don't have an Instagram account. I have no dog in this hunt. But I do have an account on Flickr where the pictures are sold. I've sold things to Getty Images through Flickr before. It's quite nice. It was part of a year-long project I did to make a photograph that was good every day. So I took a load of photographs, picked the best one, and put it on my site. It was 365 days of photography, I called it. I'll put a link in the description bar below. And one of those got picked up and sold, so that was quite nice. I've had another one that was sold elsewhere as well. In fact, I think I've had 3 sold elsewhere now. And that's how it goes. That was perfectly fine, because Flickr came to me and went, right, we could change our terms of service. We're going to sell your pictures. You're going to get a cut. So I thought, that's fine. They get to run their servers. I get some extra money for my photographs, which I was going to take anyway, and which I was probably going to post on my own website if I didn't have a Flickr account. So that's all well and good. If Instagram had done that, that would have been fine. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have said, yeah, sure. All the photos I was going to take and upload anyway, I might now get some money from it. People want to buy them. I'll sign up for that. That would have been fine. And that, to be honest, is the reason why I think they didn't mean to put this in the way they did. I think they genuinely didn't want to sell your photos without compensating you. I think this was bad wording. Because no real thinking person would think, oh, I can just take all of this content and keep the money. No one's going to think that. But I'll take all this content and I'll sell it, and you'll get a share of the revenue. It won't be a massive share, but it'll be a share. How's that? People would jump on that. That's why I think the idea that Instagram is now backpedaling isn't quite right. It doesn't make business sense to piss off your entire user base when you could have worded it in a different way and taken most of the money and given, I don't know, 10-20% of the revenue to the person who took the photograph. Because, yeah, sure, 10 or 20% of revenue isn't a huge amount, but it's something, and a lot of people would have thought, yeah, okay, I'll take that. It just makes a lot more business sense to not annoy so many vocal, well-connected and socially active people who would shout about how your company is doing them badly when you could have done it well. And that really is all that I want to talk about today. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like this, remember to click the like button, share it with your friends so that they know what's been going on too, and subscribe for future videos. But until next time, I've been Kirk-Robinson. You've been watching a video, and I'll see you tomorrow.